Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. I'm going to go, we're going to look at this fantastic putting green. Don't think it's deja vu. This is not the same one you've seen before on the channel. We're going to look at that in a moment. I've got quite a few things to get through first, so if you don't like this stuff, jump ahead, use the chapter headings, whatever. But there's a lot going on. So we're streaming at some point in the coming week. It's either tomorrow or Wednesday, I can't remember which. Check the live button on underneath the video, and hopefully there Simon will have uploaded the stream with the date and so on, so you can find out when it is, or he will have told you. I can't remember, sorry, that's daft of me, but there you go. I was available both days, that much I do remember. That's good. Now, we are also, of course, appearing in person at the end of October, or near the end of October, in Stratford-upon-Avon, not Stratford in East London. And whilst we have been hearing different things from the venue about how many tickets were available, and they've changed and they've increased, and I think that means they've moved us to a bigger venue or room. And there are still tickets available, and possibly they could accommodate more if we sold that one out. I don't know quite how it works. We'll see when we get there, and we hope to see you when we get there if you buy a ticket. Now, that change of room is unfortunate for Davin Strain, who bought a ticket believing it was Stratford, East London. It's Stratford-upon-Avon in the Cotswolds. Rather than the venue for the 2012 athletics at the Olympics, this is where Shakespeare came from instead, so probably more appropriate for a literary festival in some ways. I'm not sure that our presentation about Sudoku will be probably solving a puzzle on an overhead. Anyway, I'm not sure that's so appropriate for a literary festival, but they have invited us and we are delighted. So we're looking forward to that. Yes, unfortunate for Davin, but if you want to buy his ticket off him, write to us and we'll put you in touch. Now, what else have we got? So, talking of writing to us, we get mail occasionally at our PO box, and my home is closer to it than Simon's, so I go round sometimes and check. And last week, we got two different packages. One was containing two of these books, 80 Sudokus Colombianos. This gives me a chance to butcher some Spanish, which is great. The subtitle is, or the strapline is, Entre picas y famas, I think, which I may have sworn in Spanish. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. Very poor. But the authors are Bernardo Recaman Santos and Christian Javier Castillo, I believe. So I was going to say I won't be able to attempt these without the Spanish, and there are clearly some instructions. It looks like there are complications involved, dice falling, but I've just seen it does say in blue at the bottom includes instructions in English, so this might accompany me next time I get a holiday, or maybe even before that if I get overexcited. There's every chance. So no cover note, but the envelope had a return address in Battersea. So Bernardo, I think I drive by you every day, every Monday to Friday anyway, which is really peculiar in a way. Anyway, that's one thing that turned up quite unexpectedly. The other thing, also quite unexpectedly, was just astonishing. This is from Scott Garner, who said, as a small token of appreciation for all that you do, he'd like to present us with a pair of prototype Sudoku pads. They're a little rough around the edges, he says, quite falsely, you will see in a moment, but I hope you'll enjoy them, even if only as a curio for your desks. Perhaps if enough people in the CTC community are interested, I will do a larger, more polished production run. And he's on the internet at scottmadethis.net, where you can see these incredible Sudoku pads. Look at that, it entirely mimics the keypad on Sudoku pad, and I think it works. My daughter has set it up. My goodness, it does. 1, 2, 3, and then I can get rid of that and change the style and put in all sorts of numbers and colors and things. That is incredible. Okay, it's really exciting. However, I'm such a nitpicker. Like, it's brilliant. Like he said, it's not good quality. It's absolutely industrial quality as far as I'm concerned. It has a USB port or whatever that is, and it works. That's magic. That is magic, Scott. What it doesn't have is a navigating tool around the screen or anything. So you'd still have to use a mouse, and I'm not quite sure I'll be able to convert to it, but I'll try it at some point in solving this puzzle, assuming I can. And that is what I had to say to you. So incredible what turns up. I haven't got Simon his copy of Sudokus Colombianos or the Sudoku pad yet, but absolutely intriguing. So thank you so much, everybody, for your engagement with the channel anyway, on every day. It is a joy to behold. Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible what comes in. Anyway, and I don't mean just physically, I mean emails as well. So we're going to look at this puzzle. Now, why you think you've seen this before is because Brynell sent us putting green before, but it was a different green, and the flag had a number of 18 apparently on it, whereas today it has a 1 on it. And this puzzle is called Putting Green 2, and I think if Brynell had planned the series, maybe he hasn't promised that there won't be 16 more to complete the course, but he has changed it up a bit. So instead of blue lines, which I guess represented water hazards last time, we have bunkers or sand traps, I think, because of orange lines in this, which are Dutch whisper lines in the puzzle. We've still got a ball finding its way to the green in regulation, I hope, and we don't have a hole for the flag this time. We did last time. Here we guess it, and that turned out to be an odd digit, and I forgot for the longest time. But anyway, let's hope there is nothing there. Maybe he's done this so that I won't forget an odd digit indication in the puzzle. We'll see. I'm going to go through the rules now, so do give the puzzle a go when I've done that on the link under the video. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 is going in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. A purple line, a Renban line, contains a set of consecutive digits in any order. Adjacent digits on a green line differ by at least 5. That's a German whisper. Adjacent digits on an orange line, that's a Dutch whisper, differ by at least 4. A white dot, that is the golf ball, joins consecutive digits, and a digit shown in a circle appears in at least one of the surrounding cells. So there's a 1 somewhere around there. That's it. Give it a try. Love these. So, oh, no, don't forget, there's also Patreon, where we've got Caroline's Halloween Adventure coming out on the 1st of October. It's Japanese sums puzzles. I'm reminded of Line Sudoku by this puzzle, which is one of our apps, and you can check out all of our apps on the links under the video, along with Sven's Sudoku pad and our merchandise. That's what I hadn't mentioned, now I have. We are going to let's get cracking. Boom. So, there's a 1. There's a 1. Right, last time I think, did it a long time and didn't realise that the 1 in the flag marking indicated an important 1 on the Renban. This time I'm getting it. There's a 1 on this Renban, and therefore the Renban is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But apart from marking the 1 and remembering that, I don't really know what to do about it. I'm not pencil marking 7 digits in a cell yet. Now, along the green line, where the digits differ by 5 or more each time, we know 3 things. 5 can never appear on the line, on a green line. It can appear on an orange one, so be careful with that. So I can place 5 in box 5, it looks like, because they're all green. Oh, then I can place it in box 4, and we knew there was going to be a 5 on the purple line. I can't place it in box 6. Right, we know 5's not on the line. We know that the digits must alternate between high and low, higher than 5 and lower than 5. And we know that in positions where you cannot see, where a green line has two neighbours that see each other, you can't put 4 or 6 because the two neighbours would have to be the same digit. So I am going to do what we sometimes do and colour the alternating cells along the line. Let me try and get this right because that'll make a big difference. One confirmation potentially will come when I get to the end of the line, yes, or when I get back to where I started. Let's make one set purple and the other set yellow, because green's not a great colour really on a green line. And now I see there are 4 yellows. So I was going to be looking for sets of 4, yellow or purple, because that's the maximum within a box or a region. I mean, unsurprisingly, we knew every cell was covered in box 5. There's 4 yellows in box 7. Actually, all that tells me is that the other 3 digits are 2 purples and a 5. I'm not going to pencil mark that yet. I am going to colour this cell, the last uncoloured cell in box 4, given that 5 is never coloured. That's yellow because we have 4 purples. That's the 4th yellow in the column. And these are purple. And now we employ the fact that we know 1 is on the purple line. 1 being on the Renban line means the numbers on it are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That only includes 6 and 7 from the high set. So these 3 purples cannot be high. And we now know that the colour of purple means low. So I'm going to change it to blue. Yellow means high, so I'm changing that to orange, which I am more familiar with reading blue and orange as these relevant colours. Now, the orange digits on this Renban are 6 and 7. One of these is, I don't know, does it depend? No, one of these is 6 or 7. And the other one is low, so it's one of each, one of each going on there. A domino, we sometimes call that, rather randomly. Okay, right, I'm now, actually, let's not colour those for now, because I'm now going to number all the orange cells with 6, 7, 8 or 9, all the blues with 1, 2, 3 or 4. Never afraid to over pencil mark a puzzle, but I'm going to remove 6s and then 4s from cells where I believe they cannot be because they have 2 neighbours that see each other. I might miss 1 or 2, but I'm trying not to hit cells where they don't have 2 neighbours that see each other, because that would be eliminating a pencil mark falsely. And I know how you hate it when I make a mistake in a puzzle. That's 3 in the bottom line. That one also. Okay. This is good. This is very good, because once I have eliminated those 4s, not only do I get a 1, 2, 3 in the bottom line, which I'm not sure I can use yet, but I can use this 1, 2, 3 in box 4. And that means this is the only place 4 can go in box 4. That has to be next to 9 on the line, and that cell sees a number of orange cells, which now can't have a 9 in. Okay, I know the 6 in box 4 is in one of those. That 6 or 7, yes, this is lovely. That 6 or 7, where does that go in box 7? It goes on one of the 4 orange cells, but not those ones. So that is the same as that. And given that in one case it's 6 or 7, and in the other case it's 7 or 8, that is a 7. That's the overlap. So 6 on the line goes up here somewhere, which doesn't eliminate 6 from anything, but that 7 does. That makes this 8, 6 there. That needs a 1 next to it. That means these other cells are 2 and 3, and that's a 1. No, hang on, that is mispencil marked straight away. I should have left 4 as possible there. I don't know why I eliminated it, because I was talking. But I don't know. That could be 4. So good thing we checked that. This one now can't be by Sudoku rather than by its position on the line. Now, these I have eliminated 6 from, and that is fair. So 6 goes in here, and these are both 1s on both sides of that 6. Now, this is a 4, so it's a good thing we didn't make it a 1, or we would have broken the puzzle more quickly than usual. And these are filling in. Now, this is a 1, 5, 7 triple. We can't have 5 and 7 together on the line, so, Sudoku tells us anyway that there's a 1 on the line. 5 can go on an orange line, and it's the one thing that can change the polarity alternation that we saw on the green line. If it wasn't for 5s, digits would alternate between high and low on the orange as well. But if you put a 5 in the middle of an orange line, where its neighbours can see each other, it has to have 1 and 9 on both sides, and that does change the polarity. Now, this 7 sees this cell, which isn't a 1, so it's a 2. That's not 6 or 8. That's 2 or 3, and that is the digit that goes on the other side here. So these are from 2, 3, 6, and that's a triple now. So we get a 1 down at the bottom. This is a 1, not because of the German whisper line, but because of Sudoku. We've got those 1s looking into the box. Well, and we know that that is high, so this has to be 1. That's not a 7 or a 9. 1 in the row, 1 in the box. So that's 8. That 7 has to be next to 2, and that's 3. And we've finished box 5. Now, 2, 4, 9 there, 3, 8, 6 here. I doubt that that's giving us very clear messages. Not quite about this line, I don't think. Now, these... Oh, this is beautiful. This sees 6, 7, and 8. So despite the fact that it's next to a 1, it's a 9. I say despite because so often in these puzzles, the digits that end up next to the 1 are quite low in terms of the high digits. Anyway, 7, 2, 9. This one can't be a 6 by virtue of the whisper, or 7 and 9 because of the row. So that is an 8. Oh, I was going to say I bet that's the 6, but actually this is perfectly entitled to be a 6. Now we've got the golf ball, and we've ruled out 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 5 or 6 on that side, just by elimination. Oh, I was going to use this keypad, wasn't I? This side I've got 3, 4, or 6, I reckon. It works. It's just magic. Then 2 is ruled out of those cells. So that's a 3, 6 pair, and that decides this one is a 4. So we've got a 5 next to it. And this can't be 9 anymore, and this is 7 or 8. It's a bit clicky, which would be fine for anybody, but since I do occasionally get objections about the noise of my keyboard, and I have got a kind of soft sound keyboard because of that, don't know, could be an issue. 8 there. 7 there. I mean, I can use it. It's perfectly good. It's great fun to use as well, but it's probably not the most efficient thing. So I might put it to the side for now, but it's brilliant, Scott. I love it. Now, 3 and 4 not there. This is a 1, 2, 9 triple. That's a 3, 6 pair. This is a 2. That's a 3. 3 has to only have 8 or 9 next to it. So now we're buzzing. That's a 3, 4, 5 in the corner. Shall we complete the colouring? No, let's get rid of the colouring instead. I don't think we need the colouring, and it could mess up my head as we get to the Dutch whisper lines, the bunkers. Now, I've got 3, 7, 9 up here, so 3 is one of those. That's not useful. This can't be 4 on the line. Oh, it can't be 1 because of the quadruple, which I'd basically forgotten about. So that's a 2-3 pair. That's 1 and 4. And we've got 3 on the line up there, of course. I'd forgotten the Renban business. So 5, 6, and 8 here. Now, these are both... Well, they can't both be high because one of them is sitting beside 7 or 9 on the line. So one of them is going to have to be a 5, and it's going to have to be sitting next to the 9 here, and that is therefore a 7. The 9 is then going to hit the 3, and the 3 is going to go into this column with the 8. So there's no 6 in those cells. So that's 6. And that's going to unwind which way round it goes by reference to those. So 3 makes that a 3. We've got a 9 there. That connects to an 8 and a 5. This is a 1. Oh, there was no hole in this puzzle, but the cell the flag went into was still an odd number. That's strange. That's a 4. I would have expected the hole to be included, but it's not necessary for the solve, so why should it be? Sudoku purists and picture purists, or continuity purists, at war there. That's an 8. This is a 4-5 pair. That's not a 7. Now, have we resolved this line yet? The answer's no. I don't think. That's not a 5, actually. I can tell that because they would all be too close to the potential numbers there. There could yet be a sting in the tail of this puzzle. There we go. That 9 has sorted this into low. Now, I was going to say these can't be 6, but they can. Neither of these can be 3. And that now can't be next to 7. So we can probably trace this around. 1, we do get a 5 on the orange line. But I can't do those yet. However, this is fairly high. So we would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 here. And this sees 1, 2, and 3 in the column and row. So that's 4 or 5, and this is now not 6. This is 9. In fact, there's a 3, 6 pair in the column. That's become a 4. Has it? Why did I think? Yes, it sees 2 and 9. It has. That's a 4. That's a 5, a second 5 in the bunker. There is the sand trap, if you like. That's a 1, and we do get a parity change. Not that I was really using it, but it's interesting to me still. That must be 7, that must be 5, and I think we're finishing off now. This was a more approachable green, maybe a shorter par 4 than the last puzzle of this nature that we tried. But good fun, and that is the point of Sudoku, people. Have some fun. This, as Simon's friend Will said, this is the antidote to the internet corner of it, and I hope we provide that for you most days. Let's put a 6 there and finish. That is the solution. Excellent. Oh, when you solve this, there will be a solution grid available to you. But that's excellent. Well done, Brynell. Great fun there. And we made the green in regulation, and we even hold it in the 2 putts for a par time, I reckon. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.